This question comes from a Reddit user. They ask, can the Earth heal itself? For example, if we somehow stopped all human activity right now, would the Earth be able to heal itself from all the damage we have done? If humans disappeared tomorrow, it would be pretty great for the planet. In fact, there was a whole viral article written last year about how a world without people in it would actually be a better place. It would be cleaner, greener, and quieter. But here's the thing. Humans are part of the planet. We are animals. And if there aren't people around to take care of other people, that would be bad for some species on the planet. Not saying we should keep breeding like rabbits, but if we disappeared, a lot of critters would disappear with us. But let's get into the real meat of this question. Yes, the Earth will always do what it does best, which is to heal itself. There are plenty of examples of places where natural processes have restored balance after a disaster or humans stepping out. Forests regrow in abandoned farmlands. New life springs up in vacant parking lots. After an oil spill, animals slowly return to the area. These stories are inspirational, and they give us hope that the planet can overcome our worst excesses. Earth has natural systems in place to make these repairs. The ocean cleanses itself with the help of phytoplankton, which absorbs pollutants as it grows. The atmosphere cleanses itself thanks to rain and snow, which dissolve pollutants and distribute them across the ground below. Plants capture carbon dioxide and release clean oxygen. Fungi break down dead stuff and turn it into fertilizer for new growth. Even on a geologic timescale, the Earth can heal. Tectonic plates move continents, creating new land masses and altering climates, which can set off massive evolutionary radiations as creatures adapt to brand new environments. So it's true that Earth can heal itself, but that doesn't mean that it will be able to heal itself from everything we throw at it. Our assault on the planet is so intense, so widespread and so constant that its restorative powers may finally be failing. That's why scientists use the term planetary boundaries. Just as cells have boundaries that determine when they stop growing and divide, the Earth has limits that determine when it stops healing. The issue is that climate change, mass extinction, and environmental degradation are accelerating. So even though individual ecosystems may still be able to bounce back from disturbances, the sum total of life on Earth might not. As ecological tipping points pass and pass and pass, the planet's capacity to heal itself will diminish along with it. Let's go back to those examples of restoration. A forest can reclaim a field, but how long does it take? In the northeastern US, it takes about 100 years before an abandoned farm is fully forested. A parking lot will sprout grass within a year or two, but full ecological recovery could take decades. An oil spill can take years to clean up, but even then, scientists don't know exactly how long it will take for the ecosystem to recover. Likewise, the Earth as a whole has been healing since life first arose, adapting, adjusting, and recovering from asteroid impacts, volcanic eruptions, ice ages, and all the other disasters that have befallen it. However, the rate of environmental change caused by human activity is unprecedented in the planet's history. Species are going extinct at 1,000 times the normal background rate. The atmosphere and oceans are taking up carbon dioxide faster than ever before. Temperatures are rising faster than ever before. Even geologic processes are being disrupted by humans, who are mining the planet's crust faster than tectonic plates are moving. So just as individual ecosystems have their own tipping points, the biosphere as a whole has its own breaking points. When changes happen too fast, natural restorative processes simply cannot keep up. And once passed, these thresholds are difficult or impossible to cross back over. That means that the more we alter the environment, the more difficult it becomes for the Earth to heal. And unfortunately, the Earth is being changed in ways that make it harder for life to recover. Take the soil, for example. Healthy soil is rich in nutrients and structure. It's capable of supporting a huge array of plants and animals. But when soil erodes, all bets are off. Degraded soil is poor and subject to erosion. It can support only a few kinds of plants, which in turn supports very few animals. In other words, degraded soil makes it harder for an ecosystem to recover because the soil itself is less hospitable to life. Or consider the coral reefs. Reefs are among the most diverse ecosystems on Earth, but rising temperatures and acidifying oceans are causing corals to die off globally. Dead coral doesn't support much life. Ecosystems can recover from disturbances like storms, but it helps if there's living coral present to begin the process. As these and other tipping points are crossed, the Earth won't be able to heal itself from our assault. The planet's ability to recover from our effects will eventually fail. This is what we mean when we say that the Earth has reached its carrying capacity. If we continue to operate as we always have, we will eventually use up all the planet has to offer. Now, thankfully, we are nowhere near this limit yet. Humanity is currently able to live surprisingly comfortably on this planet. However, we are getting closer. For example, we already can't grow enough food to feed everyone on the planet. And if you count all the water we use to grow that food, there isn't enough water to go around either. We're also using up the fossil fuels that built our modern society and caused so many of our problems in the first place. But the bigger problem is that we're using up Earth's ability to absorb our waste. The atmosphere can only suck up so much carbon dioxide. The oceans can only warm so much before they too start to fail. Soils can only be eroded so much before they become infertile. Fish stocks can only be overfished so much before they collapse. So while it's technically true that the Earth will always try to heal itself, it's becoming increasingly clear that it won't always succeed. At this point, the fate of the biosphere is up to us. Will we help the Earth heal itself, or will we continue to cause harm? Will we help each other find ways to live more sustainably, or will we turn on one another, destroying even more of the planet in the process? The truth is that humans have the power to make the Earth more livable, or to turn it into a barren wasteland. Which path we choose is up to us. Because while it's true that Earth can heal itself, it can't heal everything. Our world is facing unprecedented challenges. The climate crisis, habitat destruction, and the global pandemic are threatening the foundations of our society. But there's still time to change course. If we conserve resources, reforest areas of the planet, cut down on emissions, and commit to living more sustainably, we can help the planet heal. So yes, the Earth will always try to heal itself, but it needs our help to heal from everything we throw at it.